Good morning, this is Tom Wills from One Marine, and in today's video I'm going to give you a look around a boat you may not have thought about before. It's a Jeanneau Leader 9. So join me whilst we go and have a full look through and see what you think. So first things first, let's start up on the outside. You can see here she's a great looking boat, very modern, very up to sort of what you'd imagine really for boats of this size now in the market. Blue hull. You can see here you've got your Webasto, she's got diesel fired heating as well, and she's in great condition. She's owned by a local gentleman who looks after her well. She's got electric windlass up there, spot the anchor. We're in a beautiful Dartmouth this morning, not so beautiful with grey sky, but Dart Marina, Yacht Harbour, so a lovely place to keep your boat. I want to point out here these hull windows because they're quite important in a minute when we jump inside, and I want to give you an idea, show you how much light they let in. So jumping on board, nice sized platform, very straightforward to jump on. And then I'm out the cold, into the cockpit. And the cockpit is really where you start to get a sense of just how practical this boat is. There's this huge seating section on the starboard side which wraps right around. And then you've got this nice teak folding table. You can see the condition of that table. It's in great nick. It's really beautifully prepared. The teak on the floor as well, the cockpit flooring is all good. You've got these hatches in the floor here, which I won't open because my hands are cold and I'm one-handed, but you've got some storage there. The engines are in great condition. We'll cut to a picture on an overlay in a second of that. On the port side of the cockpit, you've got this sort of chaise-long, aft-facing seating section, which is, I can imagine, a lovely place to be when you're cruising or just watching the world go by. You've got the marine speakers up here as well, and lots of lighting. So you can see here we've got quite a few lights there, which we've put on for the video, and you'll spot there the electric roof. So yeah, it's a great size cockpit. I can imagine it'd be very easy to sit friends and family in there, having lunch, enjoying the weather. The covers themselves are very easy to take off, so they're just into this track here that goes around the top. So you could easily whisk those off if you wanted to, or roll them up as we've done there with that back door. So that's, again, a very practical, sensible feature. On the port side here, we've got a little sink with a hot and cold tap, which is nice. You've got then these glass windows. So I think this is really quite clever. So you've got one here which goes down into the heads with a privacy blind. You've got that one over the galley, and then that one forward over the main cabin. And I think that's quite clever. For this size of boat, you'll see in a minute how much natural light that lets down into the cabin space. Jumping up at the helm, everything you'd expect. So you've got bow thruster, which this size boat is nice. She's fitted with a Volvo Penta D3s, so you've got all the sort of latest generation control unit here from Volvo Penta. That's nice to see. You've got the trim tab or interceptor blades down here, which is all controlled through here. And then you've got your Volvo Penta information screens, which is nice. You can see here, everything's clean, everything's tidy. The switch gear is all in good condition. You can see I've got a couple of things lit up here, water pump, lighting, etc. Navigation equipment wise, she's got the Ray Marine C90, which is more than adequate. You can see there, like I say, we're based at Dart Marina for this video. So that's a good spot to be. The engine instrumentation, as you'd expect, pretty much everything you need. You've got trim gauges for your drives, RPM, fuel pressure, oil pressure, that type of thing. And you've got good visibility. So if I sort of put the camera at my eye line, you can see here that single piece windscreen, which is really nice. Twin windscreen setup, window wiper setup, I should say. Great visibility through there. And I've got both huge windows, port and starboard, also give me great vision through there. So from berthing, I feel quite confident on here, to be honest, berthing this, even in tight spots, because I've got such good visibility. The wheel is nicely located, very comfortable. I've got a nice seat here, so I could easily get a fellow sort of co-pilot next to me, no issue at all. I'm just going to take you down now into the cabin space. And this is, again, where that practicality continues. I haven't done anything here other than take the cushions out that were down here for storage. This is as we found the boat, so it's beautifully presented, all very nice and clean, doesn't smell, all feels right. Nice seating section there, so that large U-shaped seating. That can be converted into a double berth as well. So there's an infill section here that goes into the table when it's in its lower position, and the aft cabin, the cushions are there that can just drop on top. I mentioned a minute ago those glass panels, and they just let so much light in. So you've got that one above my head, you've got those two smaller forward ones as well. And those windows I mentioned when we started the video let so much light in, those hull windows, they really do. Got a mirror cleverly positioned at the back there just to reflect the light. And you can see that other window coming around there. So all in good condition, a couple of plug sockets there, speakers. The galley, for size of boat, I think is really well laid out. You've got a microwave here, and then you've got some storage above. This boat is fitted with an inverter, so you've got an inverter system that allows you to operate 240 volt when you're out at sea. So things like microwave, etc., it would be possible. Televisions. You've also got a 3-burner gas hob, which for the size of boat I think is pretty smart. And then your sink. Got a fridge here, and then you've got some more storage and a bin in there. So really, for the size of boat, it's very practical. And that light, again, as I mentioned, from the cockpit coming right down into the galley there, so making it a really light, airy space. Back into the heads, so you've got interesting layout for the heads. So it's sort of port side, with the heads facing towards you, electric loo, and then you've got your sink there with a pull-out shower as well. So you can make that into a shower space if you want to. So again, for size boat, very sensible, very practical. You might have spotted we've got 2 TVs on board this boat. So we've got one here in the main saloon, main cabin, and then you've got one here in the aft cabin. So again, it goes back to that superb setup with family, with children. If it's a miserable day or whatever, they want to come down and watch some TV, then they can. And then the aft cabin itself, you've got a bit of seating section there. And you've got a really good sized double berth there. You can see those cushions for the forward cabin to make that into a double, so that's what they are down there. But that's a really good size, and as I mentioned, it's how we found the boat. So it's all in good condition, all in good order, nicely presented. Got the lighting on, which is nice. So yeah, everything you'd imagine down here. Battery isolators in here, so, and you can see the inverter controller that I mentioned. So it's a Victron Energy inverter, which I mentioned a minute ago, and that's what gives you the ability to run the 240 kit whilst you're underway or out at sea. So I'll just jump back up into the cockpit just to give you another look here of what it's like. I think it's a very practical, and it's one of those boats which I think you may not actually have thought about. It's perhaps something that doesn't come up in your searches necessarily, but it really is a credible option. If you're looking for something that's twin cabin, for family, to keep on the south coast, I think this is a very, very credible option. It's very up to date. So please do have a look at our video. Don't forget to visit our website, which is www.onemarine.co.uk, and you'll see full specs on there. It's our 3rd video this week, so we're really trying hard with our YouTube channel, so we really would appreciate a subscribe, a like, and if you're really feeling kind, of comment. Thank you for watching. I'm Tom Wills from One Marine, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.